my Capricorns out there. So obviously, please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices of those readings are down in the description box below. I am available to do personal readings. What else? I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for all the subscribers. Thank y'all for all the views. Y'all been going crazy when it comes to the overall views on my channel and how fast my channel is really growing. Let me see, I must have started the channel back in June, August, September, October. So the next 4 months, I'm just over here just blowing up, getting back to that 1,000 subscriber base. Really appreciate it. I already kind of have my tax plan planned out for where it is that I want to go with the channel, right? Stuff like this. So y'all are seeing it, right? Y'all are seeing the story of someone who essentially been in the hood, right? Wasn't necessarily born in the hood, but is around long enough to basically be considered from the hood. Growing up, latchkey person, and just doing their own thing, right? And making it work. So let's get into it for the Capricorn. All right. Oh yeah, so I am still doing a video, doing it in the format where the first 2 videos that gives me the most views and likes, right, and comments will get obviously the first 2 videos. So this time around it was Virgo and the Cancer crabs, but the next time, who knows it's going to be, right? So far Virgo is going to get another one, but let's see. So the cards that I come up with for the Capricorns are the 4 of Rods, the 3 of Cups. Let me push this off here to the side. 7 of Cups, the Moon, the High Priestess, the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, the 3 of Rods, the Hangman, and last but not least, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I just wanted to go ahead and also say to the Capricorns and pretty much all the zodiac signs, I am not going to go ahead and continue to leave my videos doing 15 cards. I'm actually going to shave it down to 10, right? Which is what I originally used to do anyway. I don't want the videos to be too long, right? Because I do these videos by myself. So anyway, so the cards so basically what I'm seeing here for the Capricorns, right? The cards, what I'm seeing in the cards is the 4 of Wands, right? All rods. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. The Moon, High Priestess. I'm seeing how you Capricorns have got yourselves a lot of people in essence who don't know what they're doing. The four of Rods, right? 3 of Cups. I just see how a lot of the Capricorns are meeting a lot of new people, right? Not job related, but I mean like you're meeting a lot of people, going out on dates, getting to know a lot of people. When I say dates, I'm not necessarily talking about dates. It's more so meeting. Sometimes my thoughts are wonky and I have to decipher it. Meeting new people through just socializing. And you're getting all these numbers, you're getting to know all these people. And not necessarily how do I say, not necessarily getting the best of luck as of right now, right? We got to be real over here so that y'all can know what's going on, right? The good, the bad, the ugly. So the 7 of Cups is about how you're able to get a lot of people's numbers, keep in communication with people, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. But when it comes to substance, actually having some form of substantial interaction with people, the Seven of Cups is that you realize that a lot of people don't know what it is the freak they really want, because it's weird. The communication is weird. You're trying to communicate with these people. You may even be calling them, Instagram, to whatever. However your form of communication is, they're not around. They don't pick up the phone. They're not answering. You know what I mean? You'll see it on Seen Just Now or Read or whatever, or Seen. But there's no kind of actual communication where they're putting in any kind of work to really let it be known that they are actually interested in you, Capricorns, just as much as you're interested in them. So the thing is that you have the moon, which the moon and the high priestess, right? Left to right. So the moon and the high priestess is about how the moon is about how it is that they're, because of this Mercury retrograde, you have a lot of people who don't have, again, during Mercury, this is why it is, I said many times, Virgos and Geminis are so important, is because people don't understand that if you don't have a Virgo and Gemini, nothing would move. And the reason for that is because they're ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. So a lot of the times what you're seeing here on a first-hand basis, my dear Capricorns, is you're getting a front row seat to understand that this is what happens when there is no communication, when there is no direct communication. You have people who are essentially bumbling idiots, right? They don't know what it is that they want. They don't know what it is that they want. Too often times, they're playing this game where nothing really ever actually gets done. Yeah, they're playing these games, but they're getting on other people's nerves because this is what's out. This is what's going on. This is the dating scene. You're seeing it all through YouTube. This is how people date. They date with lack of decency. There's not a high level of character anymore, and because of that, you have the high priestess. The high priestess is about how people who are playing this game to you, right, where they're so communicative, they're so cool at first, and then as you're trying to really get to know them, they kind of deject you, stop talking to you, stop saying anything to you, kind of ignore you, but at the same time, they're on your social media creeping because maybe they have your TikTok or your Instagram or your Facebook or MySpace, what have you, right? So it's that weird double-minded antics, right? So the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords now is that the left to right is always left to right, is they want you to stick around, right, and stuff like this, and they actually want to keep, even though they're keeping you at a certain distance, and they're not necessarily saying anything to you and stuff like this, but at the same time, what you're seeing here is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about how it's not up to them to make that decision. They want you to stick around, right? It's so crazy. They want you to stick around even though they're not going to say anything to you whatsoever. But at the same time, the Six of Swords is about how, but they know that you're going to leave. And then the Seven of Pentacles is about how, again, they understand what it is that they're doing, but again, it's the way that the dating scene, most people are choosing to participate in it. There's not a whole lot of substance, you know. So because of this, now the Five of Swords is that when they observe that you're this about you, that you're actually leaving, the Five of Swords is they're going to be kind of upset. They don't agree with this. But at the same time, they didn't actually put in any kind of action to make sure that you would stick around, right? Because that's what relationships are. It's two people chasing after each other. Sometimes you'll have to do the chasing. Sometimes you'll be the one not running away, but they'll have to chase you around. And that's how the relationships stay mutual, where both parties want to be in the relationship, right? So the Queen of Pentacles is about the grandiose delusion that they have about them, thinking that somehow they're much better off than you because how do I say, they're better off than you because or this is what they think, because they don't need you and you are the one jockeying them for attention. So the Queen of Cups, right? I'm not even going to say anything. So the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords, right? Excuse me, the Knight of Swords is about you just maintain your own sense of individuality and make sure that you don't feel dejected. Dejection means rejection. Disgust, people not wanting you to be around, right? Depressed. So the thing is that the Knight of Swords and the Three of Rods represents, again, all of that stuff is nothing but game. But the Knight of Swords and the Three of Rods represents that make sure to concentrate on yourself and make sure to also realize that this is nothing but a temporary stop and you're going to continue living your life, right? And the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune is about how, you know, when you start to step your game up, they're going to be there looking goofy because now it's like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have dumped or played all these games with Capricorn. It's like, so why did you? And then they're going to have to look at themselves in the mirror and be like, yeah, that wasn't the brightest thing playing Capricorns. Because at least the Capricorns had some form of direction in their lives as to where I didn't. So, the only person that people who play games end up playing is their own selves. So, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a Cancer crab card. Cancer is the opposite sign of Capricorn. Let's get into this, right? The High Priestess, the Judgment, the Ten of Wands. This is something where the High Priestess, Judgment, and the Ten of Wands represents how you, Capricorns, are making better decisions. And you're not apologizing for anybody, as you shouldn't, as long as there's a point to it. As long as it's not an act of cruelty. And because of this, you're realizing that you have to be much more ruthless. And that's where the Judgment comes into play. It comes into play because a lot of you Capricorns understand that you need to be, when someone acts as if they're playing games with you and, you know, they're this big player, you realizing that they're ultimately playing themselves. The Ten of Wands, and Capricorn is the 10th zodiac sign. You see, the Ten of Wands is that you've got a lot of things going for yourselves, but you need to start. But you need to stop wondering about what these people are doing, right? Why it is that they don't want to be around you because you're such a great person. Yeah, we know that, but at the same time, what this means here is that even if they said that they liked you, the envy would be too much for them, right? To actually keep contained. A lot of you Capricorns may have got a lot of things going on for yourselves. And because of that, it may cause a lot of jealousy. So when we get into this type of stuff, let's get into it. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and last but not least, we have the King of Swords. So this is a situation for a lot of you Capricorns, excuse me. Three of Pentacles is usually a solidarity card. Let me show y'all. It's usually a solidarity card. It's usually a card of making amends, right? Making promises that you know that you can keep. So the Seven of Cups and the King of Swords is about how, you know, you're ultimately making this promise to yourselves that you're not gonna get worse from here. You're going to get better, right? You're going to get better. You're not getting worse from here. This is not a situation for you where, you know, you're going to continue to you know, feel dejected. When people reject you and make it seem, oh, Capricorns are Capricorns are lovely, right? I've been with a couple of Capricorns. That goes to show you how mouth. How anyway, I've been with a couple of Capricorns. They are delicious. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so if people don't want Capricorns, I'll accept them. You know what I'm saying? So you are most definitely a Capricorn, and don't let anybody make you feel dejected, right? Depressed. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.